Chosen one, you carry a frequency that is not common. When you walk into a room, you don't just enter physically, you enter spiritually. Your presence shifts atmospheres, awakens dormant energies, and exposes things that have been hiding under the surface for years. And because of this, you feel places more deeply than ordinary people. You sense things others ignore. You absorb the emotional climate of a room within seconds, not because you are weak, but because your spirit is awake, sensitive, and divinely tuned to vibration. When you enter a spiritually contaminated environment, your inner alarms activate before your mind even understands what's happening. Spiritually dirty places are not just locations, they are environments infected with negative energy, unresolved trauma, emotional residue, spiritual heaviness, hidden hostility, jealousy, manipulation, or unbalanced frequencies. These spaces can be homes, workplaces, gatherings, or even certain people's presence. As a chosen one, you don't need to be told that something is wrong. Your spirit just knows. And the moment you step into these environments, 9 powerful things begin to happen within you and around you. These reactions aren't random. They are proof that your spiritual radar is always active, that your spirit is pure, and that your calling forces darkness to become uncomfortable. Let's dive deep into what actually happens when a chosen one walks into a spiritually polluted atmosphere. 1. Your energy drops suddenly. A spiritually dirty place immediately drains your energy, and this shift is far more intense than ordinary tiredness. You may walk in feeling normal, balanced, clear, and emotionally steady, but within seconds your body begins reacting as though it has stepped into a dense, polluted field. The heaviness settles over you suddenly, almost like a spiritual weight pressing down on your shoulders. Your spirit senses what your physical eyes cannot see. It detects that the energy of that environment does not match your frequency. It is darker, heavier, and filled with vibrations that clash with your inner light. This friction between the energy of the place and your spiritual energy creates an invisible tension that your body interprets as fatigue, weakness, or mental fog. You feel yourself becoming unusually tired or spaced out, even though nothing physically happened to cause it. Many chosen ones report that their spirit feels like it's shrinking inward as a defense mechanism, pulling back its power to avoid contamination. This is because spiritually unclean environments are draining. They pull from your aura, your peace, your clarity, and even your emotional stability. But the drop in energy isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It is proof that your spirit is sensitive, alert, and spiritually awake. Your inner light is responding to a foreign energy that doesn't belong near you. And the more spiritually elevated you are, the stronger and faster this reaction happens. You're not tired. Your spirit is defending itself, activating its protective layers, and warning you that the atmosphere is unclean and misaligned with who you are. 2. You feel pressure in your chest or head. Chosen ones feel the atmosphere physically because their spirits are wired to sense subtle shifts that most people overlook. When you enter a spiritually polluted place, your body acts like an antenna, picking up emotional and spiritual signals. You may feel a tightness in your chest that seems to come out of nowhere, as though something is pressing against your lungs or weighing down your ribcage. Your breathing might become shallow, not out of fear, but because your spirit is signaling caution. The head pressure is another common reaction. It may feel like a band tightening around your skull, a sudden heaviness behind your eyes, or a subtle throbbing that wasn't there before. This is not medical, it is energetic. It is your spirit alerting you that the atmosphere is not spiritually safe. In places filled with emotional residue, negative intentions, or low vibrations, your spirit becomes hyper-aware. It scans the environment and sends signals to your physical body to stay on guard. You begin to feel sensations that seem unusual, but are perfectly aligned with your level of spiritual sensitivity. These physical reactions are your internal alarm system. They tell you that something about the environment is spiritually off. Maybe there are hidden tensions, unspoken hostilities, suppressed emotions, or spiritual contamination that your spirit detects instantly. And while others may walk around unaware, you feel everything intensely. Your sensitivity is a gift, not a flaw. It protects you, guides you, and helps you avoid spaces that could drain your energy or disturb your inner peace. What you feel in your chest or head is not random. It is a warning from deep within your spirit. 3. You become extremely quiet and observant. When the atmosphere is spiritually unclean, you immediately shift into a state of deep awareness. Without even trying, you retreat inward. Your voice quiets, your energy withdraws, and your senses heighten. You stop talking as much because your spirit needs silence to assess what's happening beneath the surface. This isn't fear, this is spiritual intelligence. You enter a mode of accurate observation, scanning the environment with heightened intuition. You notice small details others ignore, the tone behind someone's words, the restless energy in the air, the subtle tension in people's movements, or the way certain individuals avoid your presence. Your silence becomes a protective shield. While others are distracted, you are reading the room spiritually, picking up vibrations, analyzing intentions, and discerning what kind of energy is present. Chosen ones don't just observe with their eyes, they observe with their spirit. They see the unseen. In spiritually contaminated spaces, your spirit begins calculating whether you should stay, leave, speak, or remain silent. Your quietness is your power because it allows you to absorb information without giving away your own energy. You're not trying to blend in, you're trying to understand the spiritual climate. And the more polluted the environment is, the quieter you naturally become. It is a form of spiritual self-preservation, an instinctive response that keeps you protected from the chaos around you. Through silence, you maintain control, awareness, and spiritual clarity. 4. People, G-E-T nervous, or a C-T strangely around you. In spiritually dirty places, people who carry negative or conflicted energy cannot behave naturally in your presence. Your light disrupts their comfort. They may avoid eye contact, glance away quickly, fidget, or shift their body language. Some may become overly talkative as a way to mask discomfort. Others may become stiff, quiet, or visibly tense. And a few may even grow irritated or hostile without any reason. This happens because your spirit exposes whatever they are trying to hide: jealousy, bitterness, guilt, insecurity, or secret intentions. Your energy acts like a mirror, reflecting their true selves back at them, and because they're not used to such spiritual honesty, they feel spiritually naked. Around you, their masks slip, their energy becomes unstable, their behavior becomes inconsistent. Those with unclean intentions feel exposed because your presence brings clarity to places that thrive on confusion. Some may suddenly act overly nice, while others may seem threatened. Their reaction has nothing to do with your actions. It is about your spiritual vibration confronting what is hidden within them. Chosen ones don't need to speak to be felt. Your aura reveals truths without saying a word. And in spiritually contaminated spaces, those carrying toxic energy cannot withstand the purity of your presence. They become nervous because their spirit recognizes your authority, even if their mind doesn't understand why. 5. You start feeling like you want to leave immediately. Chosen ones experience an urgent, almost uncontrollable need to leave spiritually contaminated spaces because their spirits can sense danger long before their minds can rationalize it. This sudden discomfort isn't just emotional, it's energetic. The moment you step into a place that carries heavy, chaotic, or spiritually polluted energy, your spirit recognizes the imbalance instantly. You may begin to feel restless, uneasy, or agitated for no visible reason. Your body might feel like it wants to move. Your legs may feel tense, or your mind may start searching subconsciously for exits. Sitting still feels impossible because your soul refuses to settle in an environment that drains or threatens your inner peace. It is your spiritual instinct warning you that the vibrations around you are not aligned with your purpose, your frequency, or your protection. This inner urgency becomes stronger the longer you stay, almost like a silent alarm that grows louder in the background. Even if nothing dramatic is happening, your intuition keeps nudging you. You don't belong here. This atmosphere isn't safe. It's time to go. This is because spiritually unclean environments carry noise, energetic noise, emotional residue, unresolved conflicts, hidden intentions, and spiritual heaviness that your spirit picks up effortlessly. Most people ignore these signals or misinterpret them, but chosen ones cannot. Your spirit refuses to adapt to chaos because it has been trained by divine protection. It knows the cost of staying in the wrong environment. The discomfort is not paranoia, it is spiritual discernment working in real time. When you want to leave suddenly, it's your higher self pulling you out before something in that environment affects your energy, mood, clarity, or spiritual grounding. Always trust that instinct. Not everyone senses danger energetically, but chosen ones do. And that urgency you feel is your spirit trying to preserve your peace before the atmosphere begins to contaminate your soul. 6. Your intuition starts speaking louder. In spiritually dirty environments, your intuition becomes incredibly sharp and unmistakably loud. It is as though your inner voice steps forward with full authority, offering warnings, insights, and truths that cut through any confusion. This intuitive clarity doesn't come from overthinking or fear, it comes from spiritual intelligence. You begin to sense hidden motives behind people's behavior even when their words sound friendly. You can detect dishonesty, concealed agendas, emotional instability, or subtle hostility without anyone saying anything out loud. Your intuition alerts you to things your physical senses cannot see. It whispers insights about who is pretending, who is envious, who is spiritually unclean, or who carries energy that is not safe for you. Every movement, tone, or vibration becomes an intuitive signal. And unlike ordinary instinct, this inner voice speaks with a calm but firm certainty. In spiritually contaminated spaces, your intuition becomes your shield, guiding your steps moment by moment. You may notice your thoughts shifting into a heightened awareness, as though your spirit is analyzing everyone and everything around you in real time. It warns you when to be cautious, when to stay silent, when to distance yourself, or when to leave. Chosen ones do not rely on surface impressions. They read the spiritual atmosphere beneath. The dirtier the environment, the louder the inner guidance becomes, because your spirit refuses to let you walk blindly. You are spiritually sensitive, and sensitivity is a divine compass. When your intuition begins speaking louder, it is a sign that your spirit is trying to protect you from emotional harm, spiritual contamination, or energetic deception. It's not anxiety, it's alignment. It's not overreaction. It's discernment. And the more spiritually elevated you become, the more impossible it is to ignore this inner voice. It becomes a trusted guardian that saves you from environments your physical senses are too limited to interpret. Every chosen one knows this feeling, The sudden clarity, the invisible warning, the spiritual message that arrives without explanation, that is your intuition doing what it was designed to do: protect you. 7. Your body temperature changes unexpectedly. Chosen ones often experience sudden and unexplained shifts in body temperature when they step into spiritually contaminated environments. These changes are not weather-related, emotional, or physical. They are spiritual reactions. Your body becomes a thermometer for the unseen realm, responding instantly to the vibrations around you. If you feel cold chills washing over you, it is usually a sign of dark, stagnant, or low-frequency energy lingering in the space. This coldness may run down your spine, move across your arms, or settle in your chest, almost like an invisible hand brushing against your energy field. It is your spirit reacting to something that does not belong near your light. On the other hand, heat waves or sudden warmth indicate spiritual resistance or conflict in the atmosphere. This heat may rise in your face, your shoulders, or your hands, signaling that your spirit is engaging with or defending itself against an opposing energy. These temperature changes are part of your spiritual intelligence. They warn you before anything physically manifests. Most people dismiss these sensations or assume they're random, but chosen ones know better. Your body responds to energy just as your ears respond to sound. You can sense tension, hidden intentions, or spiritual heaviness simply by the way your body temperature shifts. Your spirit communicates through your physical form, letting you know when something feels off, wrong, or energetically dangerous. This sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a divine calibration. You are tuned differently because your purpose requires awareness beyond the physical world. When you feel sudden chills or heat in spiritually polluted environments, it is a reminder that your spirit is awake, alert, and actively protecting you. It is telling you, pay attention. Something unseen is present. Such temperature shifts are signs of your spiritual authority and your ability to perceive what others overlook. Never ignore them. They are messages from your higher self. 8. You feel like you're being watched even if no one is looking. When you walk into a spiritually unclean environment, you may feel an intense sensation of being watched, even though no physical eyes are on you. This feeling is not paranoia, it is spiritual awareness. Negative energies, lingering spirits, or unclean vibrations recognize your arrival instantly. They can sense your light, your purity, your authority, and the spiritual covering you carry. In places where darkness is comfortable, your presence is disruptive. Your energy illuminates things that prefer to remain hidden. This is why you feel those invisible eyes observing you. It is the awareness of energies that are unsettled by your aura. Chosen ones carry a strong spiritual frequency that disturbs anything that thrives in secrecy or low vibrations. When you enter such a space, the atmosphere shifts. You feel it. The room grows still. The energy tightens. You may feel a prickle on your skin, tension in your spine, or heightened alertness in your mind. Your spirit knows you have walked into a place where unseen forces operate, and those forces become aware of you too. They recognize that you don't fit, that you don't blend in, that you carry something divine. Spirits that hide in darkness panic when someone with true spiritual authority enters their territory. Your presence exposes them. They cannot remain comfortable. This invisible recognition is why you feel watched, monitored, or observed. Your spirit is picking up on the movement of unseen energies reacting to your vibration. It is a reminder that the spiritual realm is real and that you are deeply connected to it. When you feel spiritually watched, it's because your aura is commanding attention, even in the invisible dimension. 9. You start praying or grounding yourself without thinking. A chosen one spirit automatically shifts into defense mode the moment it senses a spiritually contaminated environment. Without conscious effort, you may begin whispering internal prayers, reciting affirmations, taking deep grounding breaths, or silently calling on divine protection. This instinctive response happens because your spirit recognizes danger faster than your mind does. Your inner being knows how to shield itself long before your thoughts catch up. You may find yourself tightening your energy field, pulling your awareness inward, or mentally invoking peace and clarity. These actions are not random, they are spiritual reflexes. Your spirit has learned over time how to protect you, cleanse you, and stabilize you in the presence of negative energy. It knows how to center you so you don't absorb the debris in the atmosphere. Even if you don't consider yourself deeply religious, your spirit still activates its natural defenses. It may come in the form of sudden stillness, controlled breathing, self-reflection, or grounding your feet firmly into the earth. Your soul begins clearing any spiritual residue trying to cling to you. It strengthens your aura, shields your thoughts, and anchors your energy. This instinctive grounding is a sign of spiritual maturity. It shows that your spirit is trained, disciplined, and deeply connected to divine protection. In unclean spaces, your spiritual reflexes keep you aligned, safe, and untouchable. Your spirit knows what to do automatically because you were built to navigate both the seen and unseen realms with wisdom and authority. Chosen one. Every reaction you experience in spiritually dirty places is a confirmation of your divine sensitivity and spiritual authority. You are not too sensitive, you are spiritually awake in a world full of asleep souls. This is the Alchemy of Awareness channel. If this message reached you at the exact moment you needed clarity, protection, or affirmation, I invite you to subscribe for deeper spiritual wisdom. And if you received this message right on time, type 1111 in the comment section as a sign of your alignment with divine blessings and spiritual elevation. Thank you for watching.